Welcome to Ulcat Row. Today I'm here to show you a fantastic period property which is a beautifully renovated home. We've got around 2,300 square foot of accommodation sitting in around half an acre, and every window in this home either enjoys the panoramic view that you can see behind me across the Blencathra, or enjoys views to the beautiful landscape gardens which sit to the rear of the property. The home itself has got 3 bedrooms, a number of reception rooms. It's got a recently added garden room which is a beautiful oak framed building. It's also got a detached cabin and has got some stunning spaces internally. It's been completed to an immaculate standard with some incredibly thoughtful features which mix contemporary with traditional. It's an absolutely stunning property. So just to give you a little bit of context, the view here, that's Blencathra you can see in the distance, and as I pan the camera around, this is the home itself. It's a beautiful home. It's got a combination of plasterwork, it's got some exposed stone, we've got a detached cabin just at the end there, you'll see that towards the end of the video, and we've got the recently fitted oak framed garden room. So without further ado, I'm going to spin the camera around, take you to the driveway, show you the approach, and then we're going to go inside this fantastic home and then take you back out because I want you to just see these beautiful gardens and this incredible view. What a day to look around such a stunning property. So this is the driveway. It's a nice long sweeping driveway which is tree lined on the left hand side overlooking that view, but ample space for a number of vehicles, and there's more parking to the front of the property as well, which you'll see as we go further down. But the gardens to the right hand side here are extensive, they're absolutely beautiful and they're extremely well stocked. There's an abundance of colour all year round. The home itself is incredibly private, so at the moment you can't really see what we're coming to. You can see that beautiful oak framed garden room, but you can't see too much more, which is absolutely charming. What you've also got just here is a concrete pad which has got planning permission for a oak framed carport. Now if you're wanting a garage, you want to put your own stamp on a property, then you've got the option to do this. The planning permission has been granted for a carport. If you wanted to do that, you could change the use of it subject to planning. You could perhaps make a little sunroom. But looking at this today, why would you want to do that when you've got a beautiful sort of terrace area there sitting enjoying this space? But the option's there if you're looking for an extra building. Now the gardens themselves extend up around to the back of the property, and there's more parking to the front. Now this doesn't compromise your view. As you see as we go through, we've got some lovely views from all of the windows, but giving you a little bit of depth here, we've got plenty of space for a number of vehicles. We've also got a terrace area where there's a nice space to come out of one of the office rooms, over through the bifold doors onto a lovely terrace which you'll see in just a few minutes. And we've also got a detached cabin which sits at the end of the garden there. Now that's perfect if you're looking for a studio, a working from home space, a snug storage for paddleboards, canoes, whatever you may want. You've got the options to do so in this cabin here, which sits just slightly back from the main house. It is detached and has got underfloor heating in there, so it's perfect and ready-made for something a little bit different. We've also got some established fruit trees in this space here as well, giving you the idyllic country life. And wow, what a look, what a fantastic view looking out here, sitting there having your morning coffee. Absolutely stunning. Just about a 20-minute walk you get to the top of Gowbarrow Fell, and about a 10-15 minute walk you can actually walk to the top of the fell on a public footpath which takes you up so you can see the water of Lake Water. This is absolutely incredible. Now I've featured the driveway, I've showed you a little bit of the garden. What I'm really keen to do now is to take you inside this wonderful home and show you the incredible spaces that the current owners have reconfigured to make into a fabulous property. This is the main doorway, but I'm actually going to take you around the back today because I think if you lived here you would probably use the back entrance. And this itself, whilst it is beautiful, there are 2 entrances, so I'm going to take you in around the back and we're going to go and have a look at this fantastic property. So just coming round here, round the side of the garden room, there's a path which takes us to a rear entrance which is just down here. There's a gate that leads to the oil tanks. These gardens are beautiful. I want you to see how beautiful they are from this level before I take you inside, and then we'll come back out and enjoy the gardens because they extend quite a distance up to a wall at the top there. But this is the entrance I think you would use if you were living in this home. So let's go inside and have a look. So coming in this back door, it's a composite door, which is a stable style door as well, which is really lovely. So there's lots of features here that are typical of the age of the property. We've got lots of modern features, but equally we've got the thickness of the walls here. Before I go any further, look at how thick this wall is, which separates the hallway from the dining kitchen. And we've got a lovely colour. It's exposed stone that's been painted, space for coat hanging, and this space is absolutely incredible. A recently fitted oak framed garden room, really bringing the outside in, so you could sit here whatever the weather and really enjoy this space. You've got underfloor heating, high quality tiling, and views in 3 directions over the gardens, over the driveway, and down across the view. Now this is where, if you remember from outside, I talked about perhaps not creating a carport here because it would sit just on this pad here. Now, whilst you have got incredible views, maybe you don't want something there. It's completely up to you, but if you do need that space, then it is there. Now, from every room almost, we've got views across to Blencathra, which is absolutely stunning on a day like today, but all year round, the views out of these windows will be ever changing. And just look at this space from this angle. A really sociable, lovely, warm, inviting lounge. Fantastic. There's lots of features here. So this would have originally been a door here, but with clever use of glass and shelving, this is now letting light through into the dining kitchen, which is accessed just through here. And so you've got a beautiful and large space here. We've got a wood burning stove, we've got beamed ceilings, we've got a place for dining, we've got lots of storage built into the corner on the left there, and then extending around we've got a beautiful fitted kitchen. Before we do so, it's worth pointing out the attention to detail here. So the furniture on the doors, look at the feather and the bird claws, that's absolutely beautiful. And as we come across, you'll see that we've got some great features. We've got a double oven, we've got extractor over the hob, we've got a Belfast style sink, we've got wine cooler in the island unit, and a really sociable space. So it's not much distance to get from your work surface to your cooker, but this creates a really nice workspace, a really sociable and lovely dining kitchen. And as you've seen, you're starting to see anyway, we've got really large windows here which take in that view. And as I said earlier in the video, we're probably going to focus a lot on the views here because they really are uninterrupted. These windows are like picture frames, and they look across to the front, across the driveway to the Lakeland Fells, across the countryside, and to the back you'll see some garden views as well. So this is the kitchen. Now, if you remember when we went to the front of the property, we had an official front door. That's this one here. So your guests would arrive in here and you'd be greeted by this beautiful hallway. We've got modern features with vertical radiators, yet in keeping with the age of the property. We've got the old-fashioned style ones, but still very modern because this home has been completely renovated throughout since the owners have lived here in the last 8 years. We've got lots of storage under the cupboard, under the stairs there, and a really nice, easy and wide staircase. Before we go upstairs, I'm going to take you through into a lounge, which is separated in half slightly to create 2 spaces, a really great use of the space, and again, lovely picture windows. We're drawn to the window in every time we come into a room, as you can see here. However, the features internally are immaculate and they're beautifully thought out. The colours are great. We've got another stove there, the TV, the cabinets to the side, lots of space for more furniture if you wanted it. And we've also got all those bits that you need in a normal home, like a utility and a downstairs loo. That's all been cleverly put into this space here. So we've got a built-in fridge freezer, we've got space for white goods, nice high quality work surface, a sink. We've got the boiler in the corner there, and as we come around we've got a loo and wooden panelling throughout and really high quality flooring as well. This is giving us a glimpse up to the garden, which you'll see in a few minutes is absolutely beautiful. So this is the lounge, and then as we keep going we have another staircase which takes us up to another bedroom. We're going to go up there in a few minutes, but before we do so, we're going to go into the study. Now, if you're looking for a fourth bedroom, perhaps this would be ideal for you. It's currently fitted with some high quality bookshelves and shelving spaces. It's all illuminated, it's got a desk area there. But this space here has bifold doors that go out onto the terrace, so you could sit here in the morning if you wanted this as an office space. What a view! Maybe a ground floor bedroom, again, brilliant view, and enjoying your morning coffee on that terrace, enjoying the view is stunning. You'll see from the proportions we've got plenty of space here, and in total about 2,300 square foot of accommodation. So a great size home with 3 bedrooms on the first floor, but the potential here for the 4th bedroom. Now up this staircase we have a guest suite, which is lovely if you've got people coming to stay, or teenagers, or you want to separate from the children. You've got bedroom number 3, which sits with lots of light streaming in through the Velux windows. We've got a triple aspect. We've got a nice view here down the valley, which is slightly different to the rest of the views that you've seen. But we've got a vaulted ceiling, we've got loft hatch access, lovely carpeted floor. Again, the radiator's in keeping with the age of the property, which we believe to date back to around the 1800s, about 200 years old, and has got some nice history. This is a really stylish ensuite across the landing, which has got a stylish rainfall shower, nice hand basin and quality sanitary ware there as well. So this is perfect if you have guests coming to stay. And as you've seen, the use of colour in this home is absolutely beautiful. It's warm, it's welcoming, but it's in keeping with the age of the property. It feels very heritage colours, really lovely choices, but yet really modern in the same instance. So we've seen 1 bedroom. If we come back into the central hallway, we've got 2 more bedrooms up on the first floor from this second staircase. Lovely flooring throughout. This is really high quality flooring. We've got the wooden panelling, and we have the wall lighting with light coming in through the Velux and also through that lovely window that looks out to the rear garden. To the left hand side we've got bedroom number 2, which is again a really great size guest bedroom. Each of the bedrooms here have got bathrooms, so this is a lovely space in here. We've got the water tank to the left, a loo and a modern bathroom with a large walk-in shower and a modern radiator. And then coming round you have the rest of the bedroom with a little bit of a beamed feature. So there's been some reconfiguration here, which is great, but the spaces that have been created are absolutely beautiful. Imagine waking up in this bed here to your view looking straight down across the Blencathra. What an amazing situation, but really, really good proportions. All the floor plans and the sizes will be on our listing when we go live. So this is bedroom number 2. And then we've got bedroom number 1, which is the master bedroom. Now this is big enough to be a master bedroom suite. You've got a place for a settee, you've got more double sort of windows out looking over the view again. Again, the traditional style radiators, but a vaulted ceiling. So a really nice mix of modern and contemporary, yet traditional and very, very stylish. This is the master bedroom. And through this door here, we've got a space dressing area. We've got lots of storage cupboards here, which are built in. And then we've got a beautiful bathroom. Now this is absolutely stunning. You've got a lovely copper bath there and lots of light and another storage cupboard there. So a really stunning bathroom. So in total, we've got 3 double bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. We've got a number of reception room spaces, which are very, very flexible. We sit in a private position, and we've got some stunning gardens, which we're going to go outside and look at now. So walking you back down into the central hallway, the lounge to the right, the dining kitchen to the left, seeing this from a different angle. The colours are just stunning. Looking at that view from every window, and then looking back finally at the garden room, because this is my favourite place in this home. Looking at the garden room with the lounge, the beamed ceiling, the exposed stone. We're now going to head out into the garden, and I think I'm going to go to the top of the garden first and then show you the view from that space too. Keep on watching. So for the next part of the video, I've just walked up to the top of the garden because what I'd like you to see is the extent to the space. When you first drive down the driveway, all you see is the garden room, but the space extends to around half an acre of land here, and it's absolutely beautiful. So right at the top of the garden, we've got a small stone outbuilding useful for gardening equipment, and then we've got an established hedge here, making this garden incredibly private. Now, Ulcat Row itself is sort of a handful of properties, all which sit along the fell line. This home itself is very, very private, and as you saw from the driveway, you can't really see this home from anywhere really, and the gardens are equally the same. So the lawns are on terraces, which are beautiful, so very, very usable. And as I wander down, you can see we've got some lovely trees. The home's just coming into view, and this, if I come in this direction, it will show you the extent to the roof line, where you've got the oak frame carport extending through into what is the kitchen area, then extending through into the rest of the living space, and around 2,300 foot of accommodation. But as you can see, lovely spaces to sit, just absolutely beautiful. And as we keep on walking, there's even more to show you. There's another lower level of lawn there. That's the door that we went into the house in the first instance. And then as coming back down here, to the left hand side, we've got some really beautiful flower beds. We've got a little beck with a bridge that goes through. You'll see that in a few minutes, but a really usable garden. So we've got space for clothes hanging if you wanted to your clothes. There's lots of really useful spaces, but all quite hidden here, which is absolutely charming. In here, it feels a little bit wilder, but beautifully established. And if I walk a little bit further down here, you can see, whilst it's quite dry today, we've got a beck that goes up here, up to a bridge in the far distance, which is absolutely beautiful. The gardens also extend up some steps here, so they just keep on giving, which are beautiful. So another lovely place to sit and enjoy that view across the countryside. So I'm back now at the top of the garden, just so you can see the home in its position. We sit beautifully onto the fell side. As you've seen as we've gone round, it's a stunning home, and those views are to die for. But equally inside, there's absolutely no work to be done to this property. It's offered with no onward chain. And if you're interested in this home that's got beautiful gardens, beautiful interiors, and has got further potential if you wanted to add that carport or create some different space, you could do so with the benefit of a detached cabin as well. Please give us a call, 01768 881111, and we'd love to give you some more information.